welcome to episode 17 of Monster Madness 2024. We are finally here to the second round. We started out with 32 monsters, now we're down to 16. We are starting the second round here. I'm going to be doing the second round matchups slightly different than the first. I'm going to be breaking these down more in depth the farther we get into the tournament. But let's get into this matchup. In today's matchup, we have Behemoth versus Shimo. So let's start out with Behemoth. Behemoth was one of the many titans to be awakened by King Ghidorah's call, resides in Brazil, and takes the appearance of a sloth, gorilla, mammoth type hybrid. And Shimo is the secondary villain of Godzilla x Kong, but is under Scar King's role. Scar King's control is a massive, powerful creature responsible for the last ice age. Next, let's break down the size of these two monsters. If you see them standing side by side, Behemoth is standing at around 385 feet tall, while Shimo is standing at around 531 feet tall. And next, the best weapon. The best weapon for Behemoth is the two tusks that he possesses. That's really the only weapons Behemoth has. We haven't seen much screen time, which definitely doesn't help him out, but his main weapons are the two tusks. And Shimo's best weapon is the Frostbite Blast, capable of immense power, was responsible for the last ice age, that weapon alone, and this weapon can absolutely wreak havoc. Now let's go to Behemoth's best feat. Behemoth did not have much footage, so his best feat is destroying a building. It's very unfortunate. We didn't see any other footage of Behemoth. His most impressive feat is destroying the building. And for Shimo's best feat is definitely fighting Godzilla and Kong at the same time. It is known from other sources that Shimo is responsible for freezing King Ghidorah, but I still think his best feat is fighting Godzilla and Kong at the same time. Now, as far as breaking this down, who wins in this matchup? This would be an interesting matchup to say the least. Behemoth is a titan we haven't seen much of, but Shimo is just such a monster, is at the top of the list of the most deadly titans. Obviously, we know that Shimo was responsible for freezing King Ghidorah, so taking down King Ghidorah is no easy feat. It's absolutely insane. Being able to freeze that titan is something, but the way that Shimo was able to push Godzilla around in the end of Godzilla x Kong is very telling. And Behemoth is definitely, I would say, weaker, smaller than Godzilla, so I think it'd be no different in this scenario. Behemoth is a little different with being on all fours, so maybe that would help him out a little bit as far as the pushing match that these two would get into. But at the end of the day, you have to look at the main weapon of Shimo, and this is no doubt a mismatch. This is definitely not in favor of Behemoth. This is a tough matchup, but Shimo's Frostbite Blast is the difference. If she fires this at Behemoth, I think it's game over. I don't see Behemoth being able to recover from this. Maybe Behemoth could block it a little bit with the tusks, but unfortunately, this is not a good stylistic matchup for Behemoth. Does not have any long-range weapons, would struggle with the slow speed. Shimo has so many advantages in this fight, and yeah, Shimo would definitely win this fight. I would give the edge to Shimo for sure. There's not many titans that can hang with Shimo, and I don't think Behemoth is one of them. But make sure you let me know down below who you think will win in this matchup. If you want to watch the previous episode, you can click right here on the left side of the screen. And if you want to see the playlist with all the Monster Madness episodes, you can click right here on the right side of the screen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.